Very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. Let's first start off with a look at the stories that made it to your headlines this afternoon. Electronic voting system will not be used for no confidence motion against the Premier. Inaugural session of the Hambantota Municipal Council postponed due to lack of quorum. Disturbance at the inaugural session of the Muskelia Pradeshia Sabha. And in news overseas, China and North Korea confirm Kim Jong-un visit. The lead story this afternoon, a tense situation was reported during the inaugural session of the Muskelia Pradeshia Sabha. Members of the UNP did not cast their vote when it came to elect the chairperson of the Pradeshia Sabha. They instead acted in an unruly manner and the police were forced to intervene and remove the members from the location. Our correspondent in the area noted that a crisis between supporters of both groups is brewing in the Muskelia town. Also in more news from the political arena, the inaugural session of the newly elected Hambantota Municipal Council was postponed today due to the lack of quorum. The mayor and deputy mayor of Hambantota were to be elected at the session today. According to the Hambantota Urban Commissioner Kasun Seneviratna, only 10 out of the 21 members elected to the council were present at today's session. This includes 9 members of the UNP and 1 member of the JVP. 7 members of the SLFP and 4 members of the UPFA did not attend. 7 members of the SLPP and 4 members of the UPFA did not attend the session. When we inquired into the matter from Southern Province Local Government Commissioner Ranil Vikramasekara, he noted that attendance of at least 50% of the councillors is required to conduct the initial session. Moving on in more local news, a special party leaders meeting to discuss about the no-confidence motion against Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was held today. The meeting was chaired by Speaker Karu Jayasuriya. Leaders of all major political parties represented in Parliament attended this meeting. Attention was focused on the time allocations for the debate on the no-confidence motion due to be held on the 4th of April. A decision was reached to begin the debates at 10:30 a.m. and conclude at 9:30 p.m. The vote will be held afterwards. The joint opposition has been given 120 minutes of the debate, while the United People's Freedom Alliance as a whole has been given an allocation of 240 minutes. A time allocation of 280 minutes has been made for the ruling party, while the JVP and the TNA have been given 200 minutes. A decision was also reached not to use the electronic voting system for the vote on the no-confidence motion against the Premier. Various views are being expressed at present with regard to the no-confidence motion against the Prime Minister. This no-confidence motion is politically good for us. We can use this opportunity to express confidence in the government and form a strong government. On the other hand, there are those within our own government who work against us. These people who have sucked dry this government go out and criticize the government while enjoying all its perks and privileges. These people will need to reach a decision on where they stand.
තීන්දුවක් ගන්න වෙනවා කකුල් දෙක දෙපැත්තේ තියාගන්න නැතුව කොයි පැත්තේද හිටගන්නේ කියලා. අප්‍රේල් මාසේ 4 වෙනිදා.
On the 4th of April, the no-confidence motion against PM Ranil Wickremesinghe will be put to a vote. We can hear people challenging us. They said similar things about the flower bud before the election.
අනේ අඩුවක් නැතුව පිපුණා.
ඉතින් මම කියන්න කැමති ඒ කට්ටියට
As the UNP, we will give leadership. We made Maithripala Sirisena the president of this country. We won 105 seats in parliament. We didn't form a government to allow members who came through the list to criticize us or to scold our prime minister. Teachers' unions charge that necessary steps have not been taken to select appropriate candidates to fill vacancies for principals of national schools.
Secretary of the Lanka Teachers Services Union, Mahinda Jaisinghe, noted that at present there are over 260 positions of principals of national schools that are vacant. He noted that the State Services Commission approved recruitment for suitable candidates for this position over a month ago. Our attempts to obtain a response in this regard from the Minister of Education, Secretary to the Ministry of Education and the Additional Secretary to the Ministry provided to be futile.
The drinking water project carried out in Jayasirigama, Kurunegala as part of the Gammadda 1000 Projects initiative was vested in the public today. 800 families are set to benefit from the project. The people of Jayasirigama in the Pannala division of the Kurunegala district face severe problems in obtaining clean drinking water. With the drying up of wells in the area, 260 families residing here had to depend on the little water they received once a week from the Pannala Pradeshya Sabha. Locals say this water is nowhere near the amount they require to live their day-to-day lives. The first phase of the project, which carried out under the leadership of Sampath Dissanayake, saw the construction of a well in the locality. This project, which enabled water to be transported to fill tanks 700 kilometers away, was sponsored by leading apparel manufacturer MAS Holdings. The second phase of this project involved the construction of water columns. The third phase, which involved the distribution of water via pipes, allowed residents to satisfy their requirements. The project cost a sum of 35 million rupees and was fully sponsored by MAS Holdings. 3 firearms were discovered in 3 separate houses in Athwelthota, Baduraliya.
3 firearms were discovered in 3 separate houses in Athwelthota, Baduraliya. The raid was carried out by officers in the Matugama Anti-Vice Unit based on a tip-off received. 3 suspects in possession of 2 firearms manufactured overseas and 1 12-gauge firearm manufactured locally were arrested and the weapons were taken into custody. The suspects are due to be produced before the Matugama Magistrate Court today.
And that's all the news we've got for you this afternoon. To follow details of these stories and more, you can log on to our website, www.newsfirst.lk. I'm Charlotte Benedict for the News First team. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Good day.